Excellent. Good morning, everybody. Another episode of How to Create 1,000 True Fans, shortened to True Fans. Our episode this time, as I mentioned yesterday, would be about public relations and promotions. So this is the piece that I'm going to read from, and then discuss. So good. Our focus at first is public relations and promotions. Now, the wrong way to do PR, promotions, and ultimately advertising as well, is a company will launch their New Year's campaign and, sorry, just making an adjustment, will launch their new campaign and they've got PR activities scheduled, they've got promo pieces ready to drop, and they've got a big advertising budget to launch. And so what will happen is this is their budget, this is time, right? So their PR is just a small amount of money, events, local groups, and they have the budget and it goes out and then drops down. Then they do promotions, right? They have their promotions budget. More money, more invested, broader, a wider reach, and that money gets spent and then dwindles down, right? And then their advertising budget, huge budget, goes out through the year and then by the end of the year drops, right? So that's the investment and the impact that it's having. Small money, small impact, drops off. Larger impact, kind of drops off. Major money, big impact, and it drops off. And then the next year, boom, they start again. So that's the wrong way to do it. What you want to do is target small groups with the promo money, and you invest a little bit of money, a little bit of money, a little bit more, a little bit more, and working with these groups, doing a bit more engaged, and just continuing these public relations activities with these different groups that are connected to the market that you serve, right? The various different markets. They have opinion leaders in the market, they have trade magazines or newspapers that are specific to them. So when you do these PR events, they're reported on, discussed, you continue your involvement, you come back and you're engaged. So it's a little bit of money at first, a little bit more, right? And then you launch your public relation, your promotions, your promotional efforts. And some of these smaller groups have a mutual interest. And that's the kind of thing that you want to offer in your promotion so that these multiple small groups respond to your promo. They know you're a good person. They've seen the good works that you do in your public relations activities, doing good works, becoming known, being associated with opinion leaders and leadership groups in that area that you're contributing your time for, you're contributing your energy to, and sharing your message that resonates with them, that's in keeping with them. And it's just as a natural fact, when they introduce you, they mention your organization, they mention the things that you're doing, and so they're making you known, right? Those promo efforts now they capitalize on the previous public relations efforts. So you've done all these public relations efforts, different groups. Hey, Janica, you do these public relations efforts, these PR efforts with these different groups. You continue to be involved, and then you launch your promotions, broad promotions, reaching these multiple groups. You hit out with your promo message. People are responding, and it moves the needle up. You have more and more impact, and you continue those promotions, so that impact gets larger. Now you do your advertising campaign, and it's at that higher level, starting at that high level, but it continues to capitalize. The message unifies all of your promo pieces, capitalizes on all of the goodwill that you've created through your PR, public relations efforts, and the broad message. But now everything links together, and by the end of the year, you've hit maximum impact. And then you start to invest again in public relations, maybe more money, with larger impact, unifying these groups again, but bigger groups, bigger impact. and then your promotions release, it's broader effort, broader impact, and then your advertising, you've got a bigger budget, you've got more success because of this, the way you've gone about this, and you have, again, a larger impact again next year, so that it goes up, comes down, goes up, advertising goes up, and then continues. These companies just grow and grow and grow and grow, and that's one of the secrets of doing it. So I also want to address top of the mind awareness, because as you impact these small groups affiliated to your marketplace, and they build year over year, and your efforts continue, your top of the mind awareness with that group continues, right, and increases, and you reach a broader group, so basically you don't just do a PR activity and then you're done, right? You continue to work with that group, you continue to engage year over year, and even during the course of the year, particularly in the earlier portion, and then when you come back to do more, you reach a broader audience and you maintain that top of the mind awareness. So we're focusing, as I said, on PR and on promotional activities, and that's key for us right now. That's has to do with building your audience, those first two. And also, we're not looking at the investment in advertising right now. When you establish top of mind awareness with your audience, your leads, prospects, customers, clients, strategic partners, and friends, these people can also send people your way, to get regular messaging that positions you, as my old boss would say, Bill Good would say, as an expert, as a good, caring person, as a trustworthy person, and a good, upstanding citizen. You know, your messaging is in keeping with the spirit and morale and culture of the nation, honoring those who have fallen, honoring those who strive for excellence. That's very much a part of America, as well as, you know, honoring people individually, crediting them where credit is due, and wishing them the best when they're a little unwell or down in their fortune, and encouraging them to get better soon and to recover soon, and offering your support in the manner where you can help them and they can benefit from that. Now, also, there's a chap, Robert Cialdini, who says in his book Influence, people do business with people they know, like, and trust, right? So even though in your PR efforts and your promo efforts, particularly your PR efforts, you're really not capitalizing or making an effort to capitalize right there and then on the goodwill you're creating, or on your ability to on the possibility that you could try to capitalize on that audience, right? But because you're focusing on the good deed, the good work, the good results, you're personally investing your time and energy. You know, you could be doing something else, but you're doing this, and you're messaging what these people believe in, and what you agree in. I mean, do the things that you love, support groups and activities that you love, obviously, to maintain your integrity and your sincerity. But because of this, when it comes to business down the road, after promotions, when the advertising's going out, people will trust you and like you already, and they're much more likely to do business with you. Doing this, you build a reputation. Doing this year over year over year over year, contributing and being able to contribute more and more, puts in the marketplace your reputation, and a good reputation. And Gary Vaynerchuk talks about that. He says that your reputation, branding is your reputation. When people see your brand, your logo, right? I mean, it was originally on cows, right? They'd get stamped or spray painted with a mark, and people go, oh, these are such and such as cows, right? But when they see that brand, we want them to think of your reputation. They're going to think of your reputation, good or bad. I know Steve Jobs, when he came back to Apple, and he was being encouraged to take out big ads, we're doing great, we're awesome, Apple's amazing. He's like, this is not the way to go. Our reputation in the marketplace is we're collapsing, we're dying. We're not the group, we're not the organization we were. They can't read your ad, your high cost advertisement in a couple of pages and through the pages while they're reading articles about Apple's demise. This is not going to be good, and it will only further harm your reputation. And so the effort here is to ensure that you're doing things in the marketplace, in the world, that create a positive reputation for you, enhance your reputation, show you with these opinion leaders that people respect and admire, and saying the things that are in keeping with your integrity and what they believe, so that when they see you advertising, your reputation is good with them. So yeah, there's a lot of material to cover when it comes to the different ways in which you ensure your public relations and your promotions are solid and are good. And one of those things is the experience economy. Joseph Pine II, B. Joseph Pine II, and James H. Gilmore coined the term experience economy. You have an agrarian economy, you have an industrial economy, we had the service economy, and then we moved into the experience economy. This article was written in the late 90s. We were already moving into the experience economy in the late 90s, and with social media, absolutely we are in the experience economy with people's engagement with the brand that they love is all a part of the experience economy. And you go to Apple and you get videos, you get assistants, people are right there working with you, answering your questions, showing you how to use the tools. That's all about the experience you have, right? The boxing, opening it up, the feel of the box and the crispness of the plastic, the exact degree of stickiness that's a part of a positive experience. That's all a part of the experience economy. These guys coined the term and discussed it back then. So it's not just about the product or service, but the packaging. It's about the way the service is delivered. It's about the responsiveness of the customer services team, the way they speak to you, the way you speak to your audience, the quickness with which you provide solutions, and their ability to quickly get back on and get the results that they paid for, get the service they paid for. That's what you want. You want them to have a great experience. When you have events and activities that they can come to, I know, personally a little bit, the big users conference each year that Apple does, they're not as good personally as they used to be with Steve Jobs. He made it so much more of an experience, and it was so much more enjoyable. But hey, he's no longer with us, and unfortunately, that's one of the losses that we got, commensurate with his departure from this world in that life. But you can be reminded that you've got to create an experience for people. You've got to make it so that there are events that they're looking forward to, that they're excited about, and that when they attend, it's just a phenomenal, epic experience that they have. When you have mastermind groups, you want to make sure that is a phenomenal experience for them, that they get to engage, share their know-how, get the feedback from the other group members about how valuable that their input was to their experience, and hear about it next time, the advances that were made, so that person knows they're contributing. They're getting the feel good from sharing their knowledge, sharing what they understand, and people are benefiting from it. It's not just about making the money, but it's about creating the change in people's lives. Right? Teaching them and seeing them advance. You get the oxytocin, the pride from their accomplishment that you see through them and their gratitude for that. But you want all of your mastermind members to have that experience. And you want to make sure that they're getting messaging, support in your content, in your videos, that ensures that their experience is maintained and is good and is positive, and they're continuing to advance. So yeah, in all your efforts, Seth Godin talks about people like us doing things like this. We want to make sure that you are maintaining that. People like us do things like this, and the experience that they have is experience that exhilarates them, that fulfills them. And that's all about your public relations, your promotions throughout your organization. And if a staff member or if a client is creating a negative experience, is harming the morale of the group or the spirit of the group or the integrity of the whole, then they've got to go, right? They may be a high seller, but if they're demoralizing the other members, if they're crushing their spirits, or if the client is just nagging and screaming and nothing will ever satisfy them despite the high level that you're delivering, then they got to go too. It's the integrity of the whole, right? The great experience that they have. And this is all a part of your internal public relations within your group, within your client base. So there's the public relations and promotions that are public facing, right? And then there's the public relations and promotions that are client facing. And within the organization, you want to make sure that you have public relations and promotions that are inward facing, the organization, the staff, the teams. Use this. Hope that it's helpful. Comment. I'd love to hear your comments on what this means to you, how you can apply it. And I wish you guys all the best. Have a fantastic day and make your dream a reality and your reality a dream. Make your reality a dream and your dream a reality, guys. Have the best of a day.